Do you have a question? Yeah, no. Okay. So these are all the things that we kind of want to focus on. These are the skills that we want to be able to do by the end of this assignment. Okay, these are things that we want to do. And today we're going to talk about how do we do that? How do we gather lots of information from people and then remember that information that they've told us? Okay. So we're going to practice this a little bit. I want you to now turn to the next page in your packet, and it should look like this. Everybody online see that? It looks like this. You're not going to see it on there, but you're going to look at it like this, and we're just going to talk about it. So I'm actually going to turn off the data projector, and I'm going to ask, you guys are going to, first of all, what is this called that you see on this page? What do we call this? Anybody know this block with these columns and these rows? What's it called?
Table.
A table, yes! So not the kind of table that you eat on. I can't go like this and put my food on here, it'll just fall off. It's not that kind of table. But this is called a table. Sit down. This is called a table, table. A table is an awesome tool for collecting information if you need to collect information from a bunch of people. It's a really, really good tool. These are called columns, and these are called rows. So by the end of this assignment, by the end of today, oh my, oh no, it's not 11, it's only 10. I'm like, oh, we only have an hour. You are all going to have created your own table on the computer. It's really fun and it's really easy. Last year when I did this, I had a student, I'll tell you his name later because you know him. I think you know him too. He became so excited about creating tables that for the rest of the year, any assignment that we did, he's like, how can I turn that into a table? Everything for him, his world was tables, creating tables on the computer. So I'll just warn you, you might get addicted to creating tables. Okay, so I want everybody to look at this table, and I'm going to ask you guys a bunch of questions about this table, and I'm going to see if you can answer them. So you online, see if you're able to answer them by looking at your table too. Are you guys ready? So here's a little bit of a background to this table. The Oak Tree Manufacturing Company is planning a retirement party for their receptionist to be held on Friday after work. Paul has been asked to find out who will attend and what each person's preference is for food. The choices are pizza, Chinese, and chicken. He is also to get everyone to sign a card. Here is your first question. Are you ready? What questions will Paul prepare to ask his workmates? So just by looking at the table, what questions would Paul need to ask his workmates?
If there's coming.
Okay, so how do we say that in a nice... So first of all, would this be formal or informal for Paul?
I think formal.
Formal? Informal. So why do you guys say formal and why do you say informal?
Because it's a job and most of the time people don't get too comfortable with everyone.
Okay.
I mean, they can.
Yeah. Okay. Person over there with a polka dotted blouse. Why do you say informal? Okay. Okay. What about this person over here? What does she think? Formal or informal?
I would agree with
Okay.
her because I imagine with a big company with lots of people. So
How many people though do you guys see on the list?
Oh,
I see Chinese food and
We'll get to
I
that.
see pizza. That's not that formal, so I'm thinking informal.
Okay, because it's more of a party. Like you're
Yeah.
thinking now what the polka dotted person was saying over there. Okay, I would probably lean to informal just because even if I don't know these people well, they're in my work environment, so I don't know all the people that work in these offices, but I do pass them every day and say hello. So when I see them, I wouldn't have to be that formal with my questions, right? I could be pretty informal, but you're right, it could be a mix. Maybe some people you don't know well. Or in a job, those people that have a higher position than me, I might be more formal with those people, right? But here, the management has asked this worker to go, so we're assuming that Paul knows these people fairly well. So what would be the first question that he would ask, based on what you see in these columns?
Are you coming to the party?
Are you coming to the party? Yes. Would he need to kind of explain the party a bit?
Yes.
Yeah, he would probably need to explain the party, hey, did you hear that the receptionist so-and-so is retiring? We're gonna have a party for her, and kind of explain it. Are you planning to come to the party? Okay, good. What else would he need to ask? 3 questions.
What kind of food would you want?
Yeah, what kind of food you would, and what would he need to add to that?
What's your favorite? Or
What would you prefer? There's Chinese, chicken,
Ah.
and pizza.
Yeah. What kind of food would you prefer? The choices are
pizza, chicken, and Chinese.
pizza, chicken, and Chinese. Exactly. So that would be an important question to make sure he tells them what the choices are, right? What else does he need to ask them?
If they would all want to sign the card.
Yeah. Would you like to sign the card? The last one. So remember, he's going to these people person by person. Yeah. Would you like to sign the card? Okay. Excellent. You ready for the next question? Whom will he ask?
All the people that are on this list?
All the people on the list. So do you think he also has to go and ask, so do you think everybody has the same rank as he does?
No.
No. So he might need to change the way he presents himself, depending on how well he knows, right? Think of it when you guys first met me, you might have been a little more formal at first, and now you come in and you can tease me and all that kind of stuff, right? So he would probably need to change his tone, the way he speaks, right? Do you think he should ask Trudy too? So Trudy is the receptionist. Do you think he should ask her?
Yes, I think so too. Oh, is it a surprise or not?
Let me go back to the... They're planning a retirement for the receptionist. No, it doesn't say it. It doesn't say it's a surprise. So what do you guys think?
Yes.
You should ask her?
Yes.
Okay, why is it important?
Because, well, not for the card.
Oh,
but
hey.
Or if she's coming, if she's available, and what kind of food she prefers.
Yeah, because if she's the person they're having the party for, if she can't be there, what's the point of having the party, right? Exactly. Good thinking. Okay. What are some things Paul could say to open the conversation as he speaks to his fellow co-workers? The staff know about the party because there was a notice on the bulletin board, but most don't know Paul was asked to find out who would be attending and what each person would prefer for food. So what could he say? And I think I kind of, my big mouth already kind of talked about this, but what are some things he could say before he starts asking all these questions?
He would make an announcement that they were planning to have a party.
Yeah, so it wouldn't really be an announcement, but he would be talking like one-on-one. So, hey, or what else could he say? So it said here that there's been signs up on the bulletin board in the office. So what could he?
Did you see the signs?
Yeah. Did you see the signs? Can kind of open it up. So you might already know. You might have seen the signs, and they've asked if I would come around and figure out if everyone's gonna come and what they would like. Yep. How will he record the information as he gathers it?
Maybe write it down on a piece of paper. Make notes.
Okay.
Make a table and like this and put the names and yes or no, what kind of food to make it that he know what how many people would prefer
Yeah.
that. And
Yeah.
Not to get confused.
Exactly. So this would be blank. Okay. So he would have made this table ahead of time. Do you think he should start by like writing everybody's name in here, or do you think he should have that blank as well and then only fill that in as he's talking to the person? Why?
Because, well, I don't know. You never know who you're gonna run into first, and then just ask the first person that comes along.
Yeah. Now, if you kind of quickly scan the table, you'll notice that 2 people have not given their preference for food. Who are those 2 people?
3 people.
3 people. Okay. Who are those people? Great, thank you. 3. What are their names?
Suzanne.
Uh-huh.
Is it Nancy?
And Marcy.
Maybe Marcy. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read, right? So why have they not given their preference for food?
Because they're not coming.
They're not coming. Yeah. And you'll notice that they still have a check mark. So if someone's not coming, should Paul still ask them to sign the card?
Yes,
Of course, right?
because they know.
Exactly. Okay. You guys passed with flying colors. So guess what? Now we're going to plan a party. No, just kidding. We are going to brainstorm a list of ideas for surveys that you guys could conduct with your classmates or with your family and friends. Now, if you do it with your family and friends, you just have to show me that you've made this table and you've gone and asked them these questions, right? And they have to be in English, not in German. So that's why I would like at least a couple of people to do a survey of your classmates. So if you're thinking about your classmates, we don't have a party coming up anytime soon. Last year, the Stage 2s did this, they planned the whole Christmas party. We had a big Christmas party, we rented the room in the library, and then the Stage 2s went around and they asked people all these questions about, are you going to come to the party, what should we order for food, and all those kind of things. But this year, that's very highly unlikely. So what kind of survey could you conduct here in class or with your family and friends?
Well, I can make one, like, with who's coming to a wedding.
Okay, excellent. So Maria, she could do a wedding survey. That's a great idea. So not just asking them if they're coming or not, so that would be, of course, one of the questions, and then what are some other questions you could ask them if they are planning to come?
Well, I guess what kind of food?
Sure, what kind of food you would like, when do you plan to arrive, how long will you be staying, do you have a place to stay? Like, there's lots of questions you could ask them, right? For sure, that's a good one. You guys, what are some ideas if you want to ask, if you want to do a survey here of your classmates? What are some things you could survey them about? What are some topics? What are some things you want to know about your classmates? This is your chance to go around and ask them a whole bunch of questions. Any ideas? Oh! Hi, Albert.
Hey there.
Come on in. Have a seat. Welcome. So we're just talking about our new assignment. Now I gotta make sure I have a package for you. Did I give yours? I'm gonna have to give you mine, I guess. Oh no, here, I have one. Okay. I'll show you where we are. We're right here. We're brainstorming situations and ideas for conducting a survey. So remember last year when you and Biamungu did the Christmas survey? You went around and asked everybody about the Christmas party?
Okay.
Yeah, similar idea, except there's no party this year.
Oh.
So now we need to now we need to figure out what we want to ask people about. So, what are some topics? What are some ideas? So Maria's like, ha, I got mine, it's my wedding. It's an easy one. What about you guys? What can we ask? What are some topics, some possible topics that we could survey people about?
I really don't.
Okay.
But like about a wedding or just like?
So it might not be exactly about planning an event, but it could be about their opinion about something, or, so I'll give you some examples. Right now we're talking about reading a lot, right? So you could survey people on their reading habits, all right? I did that to you. I gave you guys a survey about your reading habits, right? I asked you lots of questions about reading. So if you surveyed somebody about their reading habits, what are some questions you might ask them?
What books do you like to read?
What books do you like to read? Mm-hmm. What else? How often do you read?
Who's your favorite author?
Ah, excellent. Favorite author? Mm-hmm.
How many books have you done reading?
Sure. How many books have you read this year? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So think about a topic you like that you're interested in. What are you interested in? Is anyone here interested in food?
We all like food.
Yeah, we all like food, okay? We all eat it, right? Okay, so if you are surveying your classmates about food, what are some things you might ask them about food? What is your favorite food? Favorite food? Okay. What else?
Favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
Favorite recipe?
Ah, yep.
If they would like more like salty food or more
Okay.
like sweets.
Yeah, are you a salty or a savory person? Sorry, savory or sweet? Yeah. So let's just say salty versus sweet. Which do you like better? Yeah. What else? Is there what's the food, the dish that is most popular in your culture? So bananikia, tiltia, noodle soup. Yeah. Favorite cultural dish.
And do you like to make the food by yourself or do you prefer another person to make it?
Yes, your own personal chef. Okay, so make food yourself. Or other. Excellent. Yeah, food. There's so many things you can do with food.
How many times a day do you eat?
How many times a day do you eat? Wow. How many times a day? Okay, so we got food. What's something else that we are interested in, that we like, that we all do, that we might want to know about others? Is this recording?
Shopping?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah? Okay. Shopping! Yeah! What do we want to know about shopping? People's shopping habits.
Do you like to shop fun stuff or like sometimes people like to go shopping because they like it, they don't need it, they just like it.
So do you go shopping out of your needs or your wants?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah? What else could we ask about shopping?
Groceries or clothes?
Groceries or clothes?
Where's your favorite place?
Okay. Favorite places to shop?
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Do you like to go alone or with friends or with family or?
Yeah. Yep. Anything else? Do you like to shop in person or online? Some
Yeah.
people, like my sister-in-law, oh, she's not watching this. They just buy everything online. Well, she could be watching it. Yeah, you do, right? You buy everything online. Yeah, some people buy everything online. You just have it sent to them, right? So online or in person. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah. I don't want to do all the work for you. These are just ideas, right? So we've got shopping, we've got food, we've got reading habits. You could ask people about their home countries. Okay? If we're talking about our home countries, where we feel like we're from, what are some things you might ask somebody about their home country? Excuse me.
What's the culture like?
Okay, describe your culture. That might be hard to record on a table though. What's a
Oh, yeah.
question that we could ask them that would be easier to record if we're making a table? What would be the first question? What is your home country? Right? Yeah, what's your home country? What else? What do you miss most
Yeah.
about life in your home country? What do you miss most?
What's the most popular food?
Most popular food. What language do they speak? What's the official language? Official language. What else? I'll let you think. You guys can think, okay? I don't want to do all the questions for you. What are some other topics? So we've got food, we've got shopping, we've got home country, we've got reading.
What their most popular restaurants are?
Sure, popular restaurants. Yeah, some countries, lots of people just eat out a lot because they're street food. Oh, I miss that. They don't have to cook all the time, right? So popular restaurants, sure. Other topics. What else do we want to know about each other? Family? Is family a good topic? Sure. What kind of family questions could you ask?
How many siblings you have?
Siblings, yeah. What else?
Does your family, or do y'all live in the same country?
Yeah, where does everybody live? Yeah. What else? What are the occupations of some of your family members? What do they do? Other things about family? Do you have any children? Lots of things you can find out about people's family. Other topics? What are you guys interested in? I know someone who's interested in plants. All right, what are some questions you could ask people about plants? So what if the first question is do you love plants? And the person's like, no. Okay, where do you go from there? Where do you go from there if someone's not?
If you go never to a greenhouse in the spring, that would be because then they would never have a greenhouse.
Okay,
That would be
so do you know anybody else who likes plants in your life? Okay, that one might be harder if someone says, yeah, they're not into plants. I don't know. What, any other things? What other things?
Traveling.
Traveling, that's a great topic, right? Traveling, so even if somebody says they don't like to travel, what's the furthest place you've traveled? Plum Coulee. Oh, okay. What do you like about Plum Coulee? Okay, what are some questions you could ask people about traveling? What kind of travel survey could you do?
Where they've been, or?
Sure, where you've been, if you haven't been anywhere, where you'd like to go. Mm-hmm. One interesting survey could be too, like, I know we get tired of hearing about COVID and talking about COVID, but if you are interested, so how have things been for you during COVID? What have you done to keep yourself busy? What do you do to keep your mind strong? What do you do to keep your body healthy? What's the first thing you're gonna do when COVID is over? Where's the first place you're gonna travel to? So if you're interested in that kind of thing, that could be a survey too. All right? Anything else? So basically we're gonna think long and hard about what's a good survey that we could do. And then this is what we're gonna do. Now I think I might switch to this screencast so that the people out there can see how we're gonna create a table. And I'm gonna get all of you guys to grab a computer, unless you have one already. And I'm gonna show you how we can make a table.